Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning and it's 9 o'clock. Still dark. Those of you who are most observant will notice that there's been an entire change in the background. I've I don't know whether you know this, but I've recently got married again, and I'm trying to sell my flat because we're going to move into my wife's house. So I've um, I've changed the decor. I've changed the decor in my flat to give it a. Well, I'm assured that what you ladies like most of all is bland and characterless places. So I've tried to make it look like a hotel room. Um, well, you know, you like to feel as though that it's a blank canvas and you're putting your personality on, not that it represents the personality of the person who's just selling it. Well, it hasn't sold for 6 months. I haven't even had someone come round twice to take a look at it. I haven't even had someone make a mad offer. So I've got to do something because you can't. Actually, I say this in confidence. I think that married couples living in two separate addresses and sharing a lot of the time together, I think it's the way forward. It's what the aristocracy's always done, you know. Um, Living together apart, just it sounds right, doesn't it? But it's a luxury I can't afford, so the place has got to go. Anyway, none of this is au fait to our subject this morning. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. If we get a telephone call, it's the very wonderful Dominique ringing up from down south because she's having trouble accessing the library. Um, the library is pretty reliable, and I'm wondering whether the problem is with the library or whether the problem's with Dominique. It could be either way. You know, we did have trouble, didn't we, with the Dawson book? You know, with Adam's book. So it could be that. Who knows? What I like to do is get the phone and sit there and listen to what she'll be telling me and comparing it with what I find on my computer. After saying that, I've had terrible trouble with my computer this week. I have all my photographs, all my photographic history is on one external hard drive. All my music is on another external hard drive. And the reason for that is that my computer is now getting full of material. So I've got all that stuff on external hard drives. As I was painting the flat, something's happened and both external hard drives have bust. Completely will not respond to electricity from the mains. Dead. Completely dead. Not just that, my computer's full, so I can't fiddle around with stuff on my computer because it's full, and everything just slows up and everything. So I've had to get rid of loads of stuff off my computer. I've bought a load of space up in Google Drive, which is like storing photographs and music on the web. So no matter what happens now to my external hard drives, I can't lose my stuff. I'm going to buy two things which will drive I've had to do a lesson in how to retrieve data, and I'm going to have to set the whole thing up again and shift all my stuff up onto Google Drive from the hard drives which are bust. It's just been a week of this stuff. So, and I'll repeat it again, right? Although this sounds as though I'm all computer savvy, I know nothing about these machines. I am a one-trick pony. I just know one or two tricks, and that's it. I've had to really learn quick this week. Anyway, there's been not one thing in the discussion boards this week. Okay, fair enough. I don't mind. I don't mind. You're vocal enough. It's not like I've got complete radio silence from the other end here. Liverpool's quieter than Leeds, but everyone's saying something, and you know, and I know what's going on at Liverpool because I'm down there twice a week at the moment gathering materials. Last Friday afternoon, I was with, you remember Pauline Green, the consultant who did the talk about obesity. I did a really interesting conversation with her about recurrent miscarriage. Now that's on next term. Theoretically, that's on next term's list. But the big problem this week, and it's a problem which Vicky pointed out. Thanks, Vic. Vicky pointed out was I have altered the I have altered the program. Okay, this is why. If you remember, I've just followed the order of business in Adam Balin's book. If it's chapter 10, it's week 10. Yeah, because Adam Balin's book has 24 chapters. 24 chapters breaks down neatly into 2 semesters worth of work, you know? And therefore, I don't even have to think then about what goes where. And if somebody says, why have you put this before that? It should come after, yeah? I can stand behind Adam Balin's book and say, look, this has nothing what to do with me. This is Adam. He thought this up, and he's a noted consultant. So I can, you know, Adam Balin is my human shield, right? But the thing is that there are bits of this course which I have no materials for, yeah? So, except the chapter in the book. I've got the chapter in the book. That's fair enough. I've got that. But that's not really enough. I don't think, anyway. So, if there is a hole in the curriculum, then what I'm going to do is just shift something from later and stick it in sooner, you know, and I think that's okay, you know, I think that's okay. It's a little jerky, and what's more, at the end of this whole process, when you lot have all been through, if I've got materials to cover each week, then I'll just rearrange it again, you know, I'll just rearrange it so that it does follow the chapters in Adam Balin's book again, you know, and we are told that in the new year, Adam Balin's going to have a new version of the book out, a new edition. So it'll all change anyway, you know. But I should have told you really. I should tell you where there is a change in the running order. My suspicion is, unless I hear something this week about ovarian failure, my suspicion is that next week's going to be altered, and I might have ethics and law shoved forward. That's my guess, unless a rabbit is pulled out of the hat. So yeah, I went to see Pauline. I'm going to go and see another, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go and see another consultant down at the Liverpool Women's Hospital this afternoon. Yeah, I've had an agreement from somebody over in Cambridge who's going to talk to me about the complications of ovarian stimulation. That should be very interesting, and it should be an overnight stay in a Cambridge hotel for yours truly. Some of you are making very kind noises about, there's somebody in work who'd like to speak on this course. Listen, you know, really, if you know someone who's got an interesting story to tell, even if it's one of your friends who's got an interesting story, I mean, especially if one of your friends has got an interesting story about being a patient, you know, put them in touch. The more the merrier, you know. You know my model? Yeah. My model is that this is a rolling conference, and that we are, you know, people are getting up on the mic and coming down, and you don't have to go to everything, but there's a smorgasbord ready for you. That's my model here, that, you know, why not? Right, the other thing to say is that the very wonderful Ewan Lewis Jones is now retired, and but I have confirmed with him last week that he is going to be doing the sessions on the 29th of November. Looking forward to that, by the way. It's all going to be filmed, and that's the 29th Friday. So, for the benefit of those people who can't make it, those people down south, I'm going to get the film of Ewan talking and put that up on Blackboard so that we'll have a version of that ready to go. And that I will be in the hands, therefore, of the techies up in Edge Hill, and so it will depend on how quick they process it all, how quick I get it online. So and you can all review it as well. You can all go home. Oh, what did he say about that? And then look at it yourself again. Only one more thing for me to say, and that is, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I probably have. Start getting on RefWorks. Collect your references through the reference management software called RefWorks. It's on the bottom right of the page on the library search page. Get to know how to use it. It will save you days and days of slog. And I'll give you, chapter and verse about how to use it. But start reading your stuff electronically. Start saving your stuff electronically. Use RefWorks. Right, anything more? No, I've got nothing more to say. À bientôt tout le monde.